Hello, the Brew Crew, and welcome here to my Arsenal series. And I've decided now to stream on YouTube, so we will see how that works. Oh, that's wrong. Hopefully, yes, we are live now, so I will probably tweet out this. So yeah, I'm going to do, I don't know if it's like usual. I'm going to probably stream more, but well. How do I want to tweet, or can you? Why? That's annoying. So I have to go here. Wait a second. I'm just new to this. Or what? How do I go down? Because I'm clearly streaming now, but how do I go here? I should be able to see it here. Yes, okay. I just want to... There we go. I don't have no idea either how I see. Oh, wait a second, I just completely forgot one thing, and it's football. Everything I said. Oh, there we have Football Manager. Oh, and of course I had it on not official as well. So yeah, I'm going to just try. Oh, it might be better to actually get it here, because then I can look at Twitter as well. So yeah, I might elsewhere. I don't know. I don't know if my camera is terrible now. I realized. Wait. Hello. Hello. Oh. I do this. But why can't I see myself here? Why can I not do that? Or is it just because of the delay? Oh, there. Now. Okay. It seems to now work. Maybe I should still. There. Okay, so yeah. Continue here with Arsenal this season, season 5. I played season 4. So you could watch that. This is like a stream highlight or whatever. But it was also a thing that was good. Why I decided also to stream here on YouTube is that it was such a hassle to edit as well. I had some problem as well with my USB port. So I hope the audio works here. We will see. Oh, I need to get away the dust from my computer as well. But oh well, so yeah, I don't think we go through too much. You will see for yourself the players, how they doing and such. I will not say too much, because elsewhere it would just take ages to go through all the transfer windows, such. I mean, so yeah. We have Tottenham in the Europa League. Might do a little bit brief here. Show you last season though. Last season we finished 7 in the league. Not great, but we actually managed to still get to Europa League. I believe it was because City won Europa League, so it would be one other spot there. The main thing we did was we managed to go pretty far in the Carabao Cup. So semi-final against Bournemouth. Elsewhere, we battled against Ipswich in the FA Cup. And the league, yeah, it was pretty inconsistent. We started off really good with like 6 victories in a row. And this is, I don't know. Just seems like we are that team now. We have lost too many. I thought before there was too many draws, but lost too many. Or you can see here as well. 3 draws against 3 teams that are not superb or anything, so... Yeah, and as you can see, we're a little bit in no man's land as well. We are 7th, so... that makes this Europa League semi-finals even more important. And oh, it is stable now. I don't know why it is that, but that is brilliant though. I thought actually it wasn't great, since they're disappointed in the league and such, but now it's stable. So, but hopefully. And oh, I forgot one thing else to say here. We have a new owner as well. It has not. He's taken a loan, but elsewhere it's not happened too much. Expect he wants some other stuff from me here. He wants me to. What is it? Can I see that board confidence? Club philosophy. So he wants me to sign high profile players and first team youngsters. So it's not to develop players from the youth team or whatever. So yeah. So the thing is, they are expecting in Europa League here to reach the final. Actually, for once, I actually reached the minimum expectation in the FA Cup, so I was pretty happy about that. But I mean, sort of. They're disappointed on the top half, but I mean, it doesn't really say too much, because first off, you can see Europa or Premier League are a really good league in this save, and as well, like all the top teams are just superb. Like especially Chelsea and Manchester United, you can see they have all a lot of high wages. They have Pogba still, De Gea, Draxler, Alaba. They have Ty there. Who else do they have? Andrea Silva, they signed as well there. A lot of older players though for Mourinho there, so I think we might. I hope I can keep my contract here, but I'm not sure, because it's just we are a little bit inconsistent. But we have a lot of players that's developing, and as you could see on this first screen, Manning is a really superb player. And Chelsea as well, they have sort of the same. Man, they have not changed their team so much. It's Romelu. Oh, they have Champions League in there as well. I mean, Chelsea and Ancelotti, they're doing pretty good. And I mean, they've signed a lot of players for a lot of money, so I feel like maybe we should be a little bit better than Liverpool, but I don't know. They have actually signed a lot of players that was before my players. lot of this I have actually not seen, but a lot of African players. Mohamed Salah, Naby Keita, of course they playing in real life in Liverpool, but Kessie they've signed, and then they have Matip as well, so that's interesting. And that they also signed Awobi. That's, I guess he's more of an Englishman, but he's played actually from Nigeria instead. So yeah, I might just check how other people tweeted out. Football manager. Football manager streaming, since I have no I'm just seeing here if I will just make something quick here. Streaming Football Manager 18 Arsenal. North London Derby, Europa League semi final versus Spurs. I don't feel like I need that many tags, but a Twitch affiliate I'm not. I guess I should as well. How do I? Is it here? It's confusing. Well, yes, I'm going to just. Oh, there we go. In 3, 2. Check out. Let's see here. Now I should get that up. Whatever. I'm not sure. But yeah, yeah, it's pretty weird they have as well their Kane and all. But as I see in most of the teams here, as you can see, most of these players, it's a team. Yeah, he's one. But elsewhere, they mostly just have still the normal players. I feel like we have definitely gone for a very young team. So we yeah, in the lineup here you can see we have 1, 2, 3, probably more than everyone else, so that's pretty decent. So yeah, we're going to play against Tottenham. I might just show you the players that is going to line up here. So we have Jack Butland. He was loaned out in the middle of this season, actually, because I thought Skuffet was better, but actually now it shows that Butland or Skuffet is not going to develop that much. I sold Skuffet, which is weird. So Liverpool has had both, or now they have Skuffet as a first teamer, but before they had Butland here, so it's almost I think he's a first teamer for England as well. So I actually played him more now in Europa League, since I think my other he's a little bit more unexperienced, my Polish goalkeeper. So yeah, how much did we... I signed him for 26, so that's not too bad. I think he might actually be more expensive. And Nacho's done it pretty good as a right back. We have Mario Fernandez as well and Joe Gomez. But Nacho, I feel like he's the best so far. He's 32, so he's not getting any younger. But we only, or do we? I don't. Or I guess we pay all of his wages, but it's still not super much, and he's been really solid so far. So I do not mind. Even if we might need a little bit better on the wings, definitely. But it's good to have both Nacho and Joe Gomez are two players that can play all over in the defense. So yeah, and Milinkovic, Nikola Milinkovic, more unknown brother. I mean, we have Milinkovic Savic, and he's played for Lazio in real life, but the more known he might, I don't know, he might just play for, or I don't know, to be fair, but I think in real life he plays for Fiorentina as well, but haven't got that many matches or whatever, or plays somewhere in Italy at least. So we signed him. He's been really solid, really good physically here, and mental, all around pretty good. And I was not able to get I wanted Milinkovic Savic, but Chelsea had already signed him. Skriniar, his stats doesn't look that great, but he's worked really good here with Milinkovic, and I really, even if he plays it start off it in Inter, and I am a Milan fan, I do envy Inter for having Skriniar, because he's just brilliant. I think he's definitely one of these player in Football Manager 2018 that's going to get better and better as it goes, or in the next Football Manager 18. And then we have Juan Luis Lugo, that we signed from Colombo. He's just got in here from Italy, but he's really good already. Very good physically. It's just all around very good, so he doesn't really have any weaknesses in his game. Doesn't say that's his first choice, but I feel like he's been so solid, and surprisingly he's been very good defensively also. I thought he would struggle a little bit there, coming to Europe here. Yes, actually did not do that many offensive, but he was still brilliant. So yeah, so I played him for many of the big matches here. And then we have Coquelin as a defensive midfielder. I had... what is he called now? Where is he? Or have we sold him? No, we haven't. Krychowiak, but he has complaints. I've loaned him out. But sadly, we would maybe need... we don't have that. Would maybe need a little bit more whip wide, a little more good players just all around, because also some of these players are getting really old, like Ramsey and Wilshere and Coquelin, so we need to get the generation change here. So, but Coquelin has been really solid as a defensive midfielder. I really like him. Works good in that ball winning role. Then we have Ramsey. It's always a little bit about who should play, Ramsey or Wilshere. I feel like Ramsey is more hardworking and can work as a box-to-box midfielder. Wilshere is a little bit more playmaker, even if Ramsey can play playmaker as well. But Ramsey has been more in form, so that's why he starts. And Remco de Graaf is a superb player, just 21 years old, very good box to box. I feel like he's a new Sander Berge, which I had before. 7 assists, 2 man of the matches, and yeah, it's definitely had this breakthrough, and it's really good free kicks there. And this winger we have Patrick Roberts, who did come from Manchester City from the beginning there. It's pretty good pace and all around. A little bit in and out of the team, but I feel like he's the best. Alex Thomas is our best left winger so far. We have a lot of very talented left winger, but Alex Thomas has also got his big breakthrough. 8 assists in Europa League, and yeah, I mean, it's mostly has played Europa League, which many of these youth players, just like Manning as well, I believe. Chris Armstrong is just 17, and he's played a lot of matches as well in Europa League. And then we have Chris Manning, of course, that has 18 fingers. I've been amazed by him sometimes just because it's like he can't stop scoring or whatever. So 10 goals so far in the league, and 27, and it's just started 26 matches, so pretty good there. So yeah, but let's just start off, because elsewhere I will never get to the point or whatever, never get to the streaming the matches or whatever. So Tottenham is a pretty good team. Did they sign them now? Oh, they signed them from Southampton. Yeah, Lucas Moura, just in real life. IKEA, Alderweireld. They still have Lloris. I feel like their defensive side is not that great. Offensively, Munier, Winks, Wanyama, Ali, Lonsalo. He's been pretty. He's played in Real Madrid, so I'm really worried about him. But yeah, I feel like we are a more complete team, but it will still be tough. we actually lost our recent match against Tottenham just because it was in the FA Cup, the quarterfinal there. A very unlucky, lost with just 1 goal, so I feel like fortunately we did not create that many chances, sadly, but I feel like we were the more dominating team or whatever, so yeah, I'm a little bit surprised actually to see that. But he's not even in the team. Is he injured or? Eriksson. That is what I'm surprised of. He doesn't even start the match here. Because, oh, there he is. So I was thinking of even signing him because his contract was almost going out. Or they actually was like 4 million. It's not terribly, but and he's only 30 still, so it's not super old. And we actually, which I should say as well, I tried to sign some players that's going to come in when the contract expires. So I'm just nervous. That's just all as well. I'm just super nervous. I just don't know. Ugh. It's just, yeah, I play highly structured here because I think it is the better thing. We will probably lose still at home, but it will be, I'll probably go through and check up or show you how it's going. But we managed to actually against Roma in the second knockout round, we managed to actually, we lost the first match but managed to actually come back, so it's not impossible. And the graph goes through here and ooh, at least a chance. So far, not terribly, but not superb either. Or I guess it's pretty even still. So it could have been less good or whatever. But not too many chances for either way. So let's. I just hope that we win the title. But I feel like if Tottenham just win 1-0 here, we definitely have the chance to turn this around, because we're pretty good at home. And not a good away, but we're pretty good at home. I would just like to get a draw here. I'm not expecting a victory, but just love to get a draw. Okay. Alex Thomas has not shown me that he's good enough here, but I don't think that Armstrong either is a good player for this sort of match because he's so young. Wheelchair for Ramsey. Not sure for Gomez. I'm just thinking what to change here. I have Ibrahimovic because I feel like he's a quality striker in its top matches. So Yeah, let's do 2 changes anyway. Might be 2. I'm just like Mourinho. If I don't see things working out, I want to, and that's what I like with Mourinho. He's never worried to make like 2 switches in like after like 1 match or whatever. And I'm going to stream more, but right now and in what to call it, in May here and April, I'm probably not going to have super much time either to play Football Manager. I'm going to probably just work on my paper in archive science. Ooh. But I would just like to play through this season as well. That's just all. Robert Keane have been, his form has not been great, so I would really appreciate if he steps up a little bit here. Screen. Majoralis. I don't know. I want to see here. I mean, Zlatan has not been awful. He still scored 6 goals. He scored 1 goal in the last match. I don't know if it was it the penalty or was a penalty? No, it was a usual goal. Borja Mayoral, he scored just an assist here. And I feel like even if Zlatan is slow, he might actually be really good, just as a target man here, especially since, yeah, I want to try to counter, or at least, I mean, he's not going to be pacey, but he might actually be able to pick the ball up and keep it. It's weird still, but I just want to do it because I feel like it's good. It would be so brilliant if Ibrahimovic scored 40 years old in a Europa League match. I mean, I feel like his natural fitness is still 16. He still scored 6 goals this season. Okay, it's not played super much, but still done it pretty decently. I might be a fool for playing Zlatan in a Europa League. But sometimes you have to gamble, that's for sure. Pump the ball off, try to shoot from range. I mean, this is not a super solid lead, at least not in my opinion. It's been a really close match. It could have been a draw even, but sadly it isn't to be right now. Sadly, I feel like. Can we... Good there, screen, yeah. We have been really solid defensively, I must say. Keane, sadly, and Moussa Keane has scored a lot of goals and been pretty superb here. But sadly, the recent matches not been superb. Yeah, as you can see, there's 6.4, so I don't know how to do with him there. And a very strange Sassuolo is in Europa League. And they have this kid that's, I believe he scored the most goals, so Manning is just second top scorer and he scored 16 and still not good enough. Oh, that's not fun to get Manning injured. But I was hoping that he would do more here, since he was top scorer. I don't play him in every league match since he's actually performing better in the Europa League. So yeah. So Bartomeu Gil I have as well. He's very talented goalkeeper, but I don't know. I feel like a little bit... Okay, we did not spend super much money on him, but maybe he just have two. He's only 22, so his stats is really good, but maybe he just have to play into role as a first team goalkeeper. But we have two goalkeeper that's really good on the paper there. Bournemouth were 17, and yeah, there are just 4 days between, so I think we might just rotate a lot here, even though if we're never sure really. Skriniar might play this match as well, because I don't feel like he did such a good performance, so we'll probably rest Nikola Milinkovic. It's a little bit... Or was he injured? That might be a reason. Okay, I'll probably start with Kjær, but switch him out. One fun thing I saw here that I might just show you is that... Or can I even find it here? It was just hilarious. Here, Kjær. Simone Kjær completes intense language course sent to try and help in learning English faster. I feel like at least in Sweden you get like most people, okay, speak good English. I guess it was mostly as basic, but it's still like doesn't really make any sense. Really, it is just that basic. I guess that is that. Joe Gomez, or if yeah, I'm probably going to take Joe Gomez. I might get Kjær out. I mean, Mario Fernandes has not played super much, but I don't know. He's not good defensively. That's the problem I have with him. Nathan Klein is more solid. He's good at both defensively and offensively. Dorfman, I don't know. You are messing it up for me, because you are good, but I have too many. I have too many left wingers, and as well. Oh, I forgot. I might show you our future signings. We have Marcelo as well. I'm going to sign. When I see him now, his physical is not great, but maybe we can retrain him to be more of a winger, because he's definitely better there. Or maybe he can be like what's it called, a staff personnel later on. So yeah. And so Saeta we have it, so I got in some of the older players here. Mostly just because I don't know. Now I kind of regret this, but I feel like he deserved. Unfortunately, it's just dropped down a lot. Now I see here, but I feel like he deserved to play in Premier League. But I don't know, he might just be a backup, and with most of these players, they don't have super high wages still. Mario Balotelli I signed as well, and he might be a real solid backup as well. Most of these are just going to be backups. Cyprins, he looks pretty decent. He's only 27 as well, so still, let's say, or he has 3 stars, but it might just be good to get some fresh, or the players not being super old. And then we have Filt Arp, which I've read about is like one of the most talented. Is like a really good or really talented striker from Hamburg. So he will definitely be interesting to see. I don't know if it's going to be a first teamer, or he's probably not going to be in the right away, and he did not want so much in wages. And what else was it? Tarif Mutalu. I just saw him and I was just starstruck of his quality, and I was like, I want him. Because as well, we have he's really fast, and we kind of lack a really pacey, and he can play a right midfielder as well. We really lack a pacey striker. Okay, his value is 2.5, but I feel like 15 was still. He's such a talent, so he's just going to get better. He's only 18 and has still played 2 caps for the Netherlands, so yeah, it's definitely going to be something for the future. So let's see here. Yeah, the wingers is the big issue. At least we're going to have 2 strikers in the... No, Doris. 2 strikers in the second game, so I think it's going to be a little bit... We're going to be a little bit more creative there. Did Zlatan actually do something? Yeah, I feel like he did not do that much. 6.7, that's still solid for being like 40 years old. I was a little bit sad I could not make it. Doris. I could not get him to play for longer, because he's all... Okay, the only thing that's really lacking is his dribble is not the great, but the thing is lacking is pace. But elsewhere, he definitely had the strength left, and the natural fitness, the balance, the jumping reach. So I feel like he's still superb, even being 40 years old. And I mean, last season, I don't know what it was, but he scored 23 goals and got second top scorer in the league. It's like insane, really. I don't even like Zlatan, but was just superb last season, and it's still a good let's say there it's 10 choice, but still feel like if you use him right as a target man, he's still pretty effective. And yeah, it's going to... I don't know if you saw that he's going to go into the staff, or is already under 18 coach here. And sadly, yeah, he's going to retire after the season. So that is with that. Catrone did not get the start, I guess. Oh, I would like Borges as well, but... Or should we? Or Catrone fast? I might try him here actually at the wing, since Mosakin is just really under the ice right now. I'm going to. He has the one of the worst, together with AK Butland. That doesn't really make any. I mean, goalkeepers usually get pretty bad rating, so. But yeah, 6.6. It's not been spectacular. Let's just say that. So just I don't. But we might play Cotrone there. But then we need another striker, so I don't know. It depends on if Chris Manning can get back. Pesola is solid. Where was I'm going to go with Joe Gomez as the defensive, because I want to rest Remco and I want to rest Coquelin, rest a lot of players here. Actually, which is surprising, Cesc Fabregas got a lot of game time, mostly is because we've had some injuries. He's been pretty decent though for having like no fitness whatsoever. He's like a, it's like it's like Donald Trump, or even no, he's not Donald Trump, but his fitness has really gone down. So we'll probably get to start him because I want to rest some of the players here. Who else? Nils Jakobsen. Unfortunately, I'm trying to train him into a central midfielder role, because we're not really playing with the offensive midfielder, or we might just change system next season. I don't know, because it's difficult, because it's really good, but it's like difficult because we don't play with, or we don't use any fancy midfielder. Let's just get forward here a little bit. I know I'm probably going to, I mean, we lost against Bournemouth in the Carabao Cup last season, so I'm expecting us to lose this as well. I mean, Mosakini still has been pretty good, but not in the recent matches, sadly. Jakobsen, nah, I don't know. It's not played too much there. Oh, we need a central midfielder. I don't know. I don't want to start with someone that's actually going to. I guess Ramsey still, maybe, or maybe we can get them as like a half each. How is Bournemouth gone? It's still, I don't understand why they have such a good team. Okay, Stephen Cook. They still have Lewis Cook. That's just superb. I want to sign him so many times, but he's just too expensive. They have Joe Campbell. They have Calvin Lewis. They have Jordan Ibe. They are Phobis. I don't understand why they are 17, and I feel like Eddie Howe has done pretty good recent season. I don't understand why they're struggling down there, to be fair. I feel like there are worse team than that. I mean, Burnley, for example, or let's see here, who was the newcomer? Yeah, Burnley, Huddersfield, and West Bromwich. Might wonder why. I think it was that West Bromwich won the, was it the Carabao Cup? Might actually check here, because it's interesting that they actually played the Europa League. Yeah, they won the Carabao Cup, so That's how much nobody cares about Carabao Cup, really. That even West Bromwich in Championship, okay, nothing bad about West Bromwich, but West Bromwich in Championship can win it before every other Champions League team. I believe as well it was like 2 Championship team in like the quarterfinal or something like that. And then we had Bournemouth. Who did they play against in the final? It might actually not have been. I know I'm getting into detail such too much sometimes. Impressive by Bournemouth though. And they can get really cup teams. I understand why they haven't let how go. Yeah, West Bromwich Bournemouth. What an underwhelming final, really. That's such underwhelming final. What was the goal score? I mean, to be fair, it couldn't be that high either. I just need to see here. Okay, they won 2-1 here. Oh no, can't see that. So that's just so bizarre. I guess good for West Bromwich. I don't know if they really are a winning team elsewhere. Yeah, I've scouted some players that contracts goes out, but I don't know. Most of them are pretty old and as well central midfielder. I know we already have Ramsey and what's called Wilshere. So yeah, we don't. And we have Coquelin as well, so we don't need more older players. Probably here we have one player that's really talented, so I don't know, he might actually, his 5th choice now, he might get actually in the next season and play some matches. It's just playing the under 23 so far, it's only 18, so we have a lot of talented players here. They might see. Because I like definitely I think it is screen size. I think it is oh no, what's nah. I think it should be at least. Yeah, we go automatics. It would be what is it? 10 8 yeah, 1080p HD, so I think it's usually in this what usually is or I've at least tried to do it. I don't know if the screen size is, I hope it's good, but I don't know. And as usual, I play in window mode just because I liked it a lot more, because then you can if you want to, you can play music in the background and you can like listen to podcast and just go around. So it's just a I guess here on preferences it says window. You can play the full screen 1680 or 1680 times 1050, which is a weird size, but well, you can play it in that size as well. So let's see here, who should we That was really unfortunate. None of our wingers really showed any sort of form, but I guess we will go with that team there. I just know that we are going to lose this because we lost so many of these matches, which I think we would not lose, but we still have lost. So I don't understand. I would not even be surprised if we lose here, to be fair. I was surprised though that we actually, it looked a while that we wouldn't even get 7th, but actually Tottenham has done the same as us and kind of bottled it, so actually it's called, actually we are 7 now, and that's the most important, to at least get before Tottenham. Kind of depressing. Is a little bit like Milan and Inter for some years ago. I believe both finished like 7 and 8. Local rivals, really depressing there. Oh no, I don't want this. I don't want... I thought Joe Campbell would score. That would have been awful. It was just like usual. Family is the worst. Art here. I really have to get better on my commentary, my English commentary. Because sometimes I just feel like it isn't good enough. Maybe I should. I was thinking of just making a word list of like all football terms in English and such. But I don't know. I don't either want to just check my nose and what's it's called or whatever. Oh, so far really don't match. But I guess, what are you expecting? But I think I don't want to lose the Europa League. I feel like we have such a big chance. I'm just worried. It would be awful if we get the injury also at someone. I'm just I don't know, and it's not great either that the defense or offensive players not really scoring that many goals. I feel like, yeah, Zlatan scored, and Cotrone I feel like haven't scored in a while as well, so Soares, Callum Willis, and we are down 1-0 here. We are 8. Let's go attacking and try to do something at least here. Nathan Klein is doing a good match, but what does that help really? We need to create more chances. We have really not created anything. Cotrone has been awful as well, sadly. And I don't have, of course, I don't have any wingers when I actually need the one. Don't know what to do really here. I guess Keane. And what else? I would like to get out Ramsey, but I also want to win this match. So I don't know. Yeah, we'll go with the graph. Still, I think we'll do at least something. Try to go for overlap. So, and run a defense there. Try to be more expressive and create more chances. It's just I don't know. I feel like we are really consistent, especially in the Liga. Gomez, Gil, and I don't know with Gil. I mean, it's not bad, but he's kind of conceded too many goals for my likings. I don't know if it's because we have had the less good. He's saved a lot of shots though, many matches, but he's just conceding too many freaking goals for my liking. So that's probably why Butland also playing mostly in the Europa League here. Please. It would just be great to see some of our offensive players actually scoring a goal here. Armstrong. That's awful. De Graaf, Kane, Majoral. Not even a penalty there. Gomez, Fabregas, Graf, Armstrong, Keane. He's not really the suited player to actually get that kind of chance there. Oh, did we? Oh, we get the penalty. It's weird. Why would Care take it? He missed the last one. I don't. It says that he's good at penalties, but 2 times he's just not even taking his chances. So I don't know what to think of him really. Gomez or Kjaer. I'm going to take out Kjaer. I need to rest Majoral probably more there. I need to get some output here, or some created out force. Please get a draw. It's just like, I mean, checking at average rating, there have not been anyone that's been awful, but we've just not created anything. I guess it's away and it was the same sort of, or we actually created more against Tottenham, but still. So not the best here for the match against Tottenham. I don't know. Just shoot on target, do something. I guess it makes sense, or we are not going to be as good with some of the players, especially with like Fabregas and Ibrahimovic here. But there you see, he's really good on the head still. I just feel like we still have some players that first teamer, or at least near first teams. I'm a little bit disappointed that we don't score a goal. We will do it here. Majoral, yes, score a goal. Zlatan, it's weird to say, but Zlatan is a great creative force as well, because he's done not a lot of assists, but really some assists there. De Graaf, Keane, De Graaf. I'm sort of disappointed at De Graaf, because it says that he's 17 in free kicks. I've seen him like once score a free kick. It's like the game has overrated his free kicks or whatever. Fabregas, Majoral, no. Gomez, De Graaf, Keane. Oh, we're so... Now we're at least creating some chances here. Now they're probably going to score. No? Okay, never mind. We've definitely been better in the end of this, though. 2-1 is still like not good enough. Yes, great victory for Bournemouth, but we need to do better. I need to probably change that as well, so Kier doesn't take penalties. Okay. You will get 2 matches at least there. Some of these players I feel like is more important, so they will actually get the longer rest time. Don't it's just Catrone probably as well. Oh. And then I'm going to rest the other ones that's probably not going to play the match for 1 day. So there we go. Really not great. Really not great. Let's hope that just Tottenham is going to... We are both so freaking terrible this season in the league. When we lose points, Tottenham lose points as well. So none of the... Kind of impressing that we both got to the semi-final in Europa League. But I guess it makes sense sometimes that a team is really good in the league, and then I mean this run doesn't. This run, it's like usual bottling at the end there. This run is not great. 3 losses in a row: 2-1 Everton, 1-0 Tottenham, and 2-1 Bournemouth. But still just a goal here. We have to win, but still just a goal, so I'm still see the chances here. The glass is half full. So Butland in goal, Lungo, feel like almost I should get Nathan Klein here. I will just wait for some matches till they get back after the rest here. Remco wasn't anyone really good here. Milinkovic, of course. It's the question if I should have 2 very creative outforce, or Coquelin is more defensive, because they're still probably very dangerous at their counter-attacks here. The question is if Chris Manning can I mean, you wouldn't think that Craig, but he's done really good in some of the matches here, actually. Especially in Europa League. I just don't know. Joe Gomez, how good did he do in the last game? He did pretty good, so I might, and he says actually that he is the best one of our central defenders there. I might need to actually get another really good central defender. Strikers. Mosakin, I mean, he has worked better as a winger actually. Cotrone scored 23 goals, but it's not really been superb recently. This might be weird, but I will actually play Zlatan up top because he's showed me some sort of form which the other hasn't. And he actually did 1 assist there as well, so he's strange, but I will do it. Skriniar on the bench though. I just don't know with some of these players. Coquelin has done good. It's been really solid. I don't know who to play as a right back either. Nathan Klein. He says that he's 4th choice, but really solid though. I think Nacho still play there. And then we have a central midfielder and a right midfielder left. I would go forward to see a lot of players on loan there as well. It's on 9 assists. How many? They've done about the same, really. Patrick Roberts, and you might think Borja Mayoral, but I'm not testing him, or I tested in some matches. It's not been superb, and see no really points from Patrick Roberts' recent matches. Craig Armstrong it's fairly consistent as there, but it's still pretty young. So I don't know, but I mean, he scored 1 goal against Wolves, for God's sake. So I'm going to gamble and get him in actually, and then we can get Patrick Roberts in if we need to. And then we have a central midfielder. And we'll also set up the set pieces if I haven't done that before. Kier, I don't know with you. We have already the central midfield also. Nathan Klein, we need to think about penalty takers as well here. None of those are good. Coquelin is not great either. Pizzola, 7. Is everyone terrible? Okay, I guess Marco Alonso, it's weird since I haven't played him too much, but Fabregas, I don't know. Ramsey or Wilshere. I need to see who one of those are more solid defensively. I mean, they're about the same. This suggests Rams or Wilshere. Remco, where is he solid? I want to see compared to the other ones here. Yeah, it's actually better than both of them defensively. Or if we should just go for Coquelin. I don't know about Coquelin. I mean, he's not technically, but so since it's just 2 midfield, I think that we actually need that kind of ball winning. And if it doesn't work out, we have still. It might be a total waste, but I feel still shaking here. Wilshere has not been brilliant this season. Only 2 goals and 2 assists, and Ramsey also only 5 assists there, so sure. And yeah, the only thing I can see change here is that getting Manning in. Care, not really. It says here 17 in penalties. I guess it's pretty bad compulsory though. I think that will be the team. If we don't get the injury on run up. Hi. Hi. I'm nervous. It's a little bit fun. It's played in Poland, the final. So my goalkeeper, or he might not even play matches. How can Lloris get 3 clean sheets? That's just a mystery for me. Feel like he's not that great of a goalkeeper, but he might just be outstanding here, since they've still not replaced him. Or I guess they've still not replaced him in real life either. Sadly, Giovinco has been so much. I just signed him because I thought it would be fun. He's played 1 match this year, which is just Nangolan. I might actually check how much he's cost. He still plays in Roma, so the only thing he's really good defensively, so it might not actually be a terrible idea. And his wages is not, or he might still want more in wages, but he's really solid defensively and offensively, so I guess we will see. And we definitely have money, and it would definitely be what to call it, high profile player. I was a little bit surprised that I thought like Chelsea would have signed him. I was really surprised of that. Because looking at his mentals and his, I guess he's not like a spectacular. It's still surprising, because it's not like he hasn't scored goals or anything. And it's not either that I think that, let's see here, I don't think that they have won that many titles, so it makes sense in that way. Okay, they've been runners up 1 time there. But elsewhere they have, or have they won? No, they have not won the Italian Cup either, so I don't really understand that. And oh yeah, I should probably show you here. We got drawn against Celtic first off, 1-3-2 away, pretty close game, but Chris Manning just making the difference there. Then we won at home, as I said, we're way better at home, 4-0, so we was through with 7-2. Then we won or lost against Roma away, 1-3. So yeah, they have a pretty good team, Roma. I was like, wow, what a good team. It's just surprising that they actually not doing better. They have really talented play. They have Udegaard, which they signed, and they have Valverde from Real Madrid as well. The Manolas still left. Florenzi, they have Pelzari, which is a very talented goalkeeper from Milan. So it's like insane, really. But I was really happy. We did a really good comeback at 5-0. I was kind of surprised myself that we actually did it. Chris Manning with the hat-trick again. Remco and Cotrone. And then we met Wolfsburg, won 3-0. And Coquelin scoring there as well. Chris Manning again. And then we won with 2-1. And then we had the first match here against Tottenham. So yeah, we're going to play, or I'm going to do the match talk here. As usual, work the ball into box. As usual, say, actually prevent short goals, keeper distribution, because Lloris is not great with his feet. It would be so fun if thank you Darwin Adrian. I don't know, I probably butchered your name, but yeah, I'm pretty new to streaming, but I've tried some on Twitch, but I didn't really like it too much. And yeah, I've actually always liked Football Manager and Pokemon, so that's the main thing I do on the channel, and stream sometimes. But yeah, I just want to finish the season and see where we end off. I'm always really giddy. Really, when there are like 10 matches in Europa League, or no, in just the season, I just want to end it off and see where you finish off. Give the fans. It has to be about the fans, and take control. And I have faith in you, the defense. I have faith in you, the strikers, as well. So hopefully we can do a good game here. Even if the wingers have not been great or whatever. Ooh, is that a Turkish? I have no idea about that keeper, or about that player really. I'm trying to keep up with the chat as well now, which isn't easy. Oh no, I don't like that player. He's loaned in from City, and a really talented wonder kid. I don't like the start. I feel like nervous. Maybe my players are nervous as well. So far it's been pretty close, but I just don't know. Would it just be brilliant to see Zlatan score as 40 years old? Scoring a goal there would just be brilliant in the Europa League semi-final. Oh, so far Tottenham has just been way better, and I don't enjoy this whatsoever. I just, oh, I don't like this. Don't like this so far. Not a bit whatsoever. Run a defense maybe. We just dominate, so I don't know what to do. Do I have something wrong here? Make him defensive there. Feel like I don't have them too offensively either. I have them just some support. Maybe I should drop down these two to wing back defensively instead. Let's see if that makes any difference. I guess I could, but I like 2D though. But I guess I could. I could play this. As I played a lot in. I like as well to mix it up sometimes. The graph. Free kick taker as it. Oh, it's own goal, but I don't care. Lucas Moura. That's just insane. Just like in the Roma Champions League match, there was 2 players that actually scored. Manolas, and who else was it? De Rossi, I believe, scored own goal and golden. Oh, I don't like this. It might even go to extra time, and I don't enjoy this whatsoever. I mean, possessionally we're pretty good, but we have to a little bit unlucky so far to not leading with more, I would say. Fairly, yeah, we should play fairly wider, a little bit higher tempo, maybe a little bit more short passing, and maybe not dwell too much on the ball, but dribble less. Elsewhere, I think it's pretty good. Is it anyone that I have to? Oh, I guess they made a change. 1 year, so I'm going to remove. I should probably have done this from the beginning. Which I forgot about. I mean, it's really okay. It was really close the first match, I would say, but here we've definitely been the better team. But you never know. A derby's a derby after all. Majoral, please score. I would like to see a score. I don't know when you scored lastly. Encourage the players here. Andiana, Lozano. Oh, we don't want to concede the goal here, because conceding a goal would be really, really, really devastating. Because of the away goals here counted more. Now then, Zlatan plays a great through ball. Borja Mayoral. Please. Just want to win this match, because then we need to win the final as well. But that's just sloppy. That's just sloppy. And as I said before, our wingers, I mean, they have not been terrible, to be fair, but they've not been as good as I think they can be. So we'll get Patrick Roberts in here, because we know that when he's good, he can really make a lot of assists and a lot of goals. So it's going really bad in the league, but I guess it's just a matter of good in the Europa League and terrible in the league. I think the most of the other English team are actually pretty good, because Everton was in like quarter final of Europa League, and Manchester City and Chelsea, I believe, are semi-final in Champions League. So yeah. And also I like to keep the like wages down, so I don't know. That might also be an or I don't know if it should be an issue, but well. And I like to have a lot of players that might not be like a world-class player, but they're very talented. Oh no, Roberts is injured. Oh no, I don't like you, Lucas Moura. What should we do here, Coquelin? Zlatan's getting really tired, so he probably will not be able to play the full match here. So I might actually get Control in to advance. He did a really good match though, Zlatan, but it's never going to be able to play the full match here. Oh, Remco is tired as well. I'm pretty sure you can only make 5 substitution as well. No, we don't. Structure. Oh, I don't want to go to extra time. I might have to. No, Lucas Moura. Yes, I think Coquelin. It was actually a great choice to pick Coquelin before some of the others. Cotrone. Oh, why is Lloris doing such a good game? I hate it. In the real life, he's always does a lot of silly goalkeeping mistake, but of course here is going to be a super solid or whatever. Oh, great there, Milinkovic works really good defensively. I don't like this because it's just the graph. I mean, most of the players are tired, so I mean, we have Wilshere to come in. The graph has been pretty good, one of the best players. Alonso, we have to think about, is there anyone this Skriniar we're probably not going to get in because it's terrible, the penalty. Either Wilshere is 12. Ramsey is also 12, so they're not superb. I thought they were better actually, but the graph is also. I would just question, who should we bring in that's going to make the difference here? Is it Wilshere or is it Ramsey? Because I think we're definitely going to bring out Remco, since he has 64 in fitness. Or I guess I could bring out Roberts. He doesn't have the great penalty taking either. And I believe Risi, can't I see that if he is injured or whatsoever? Where do I find that? Is it team? No. I want to see its stats or whatever. I can't find it. Because Ramsey could play here. I think I will just keep. I will just. No, here it says that he isn't, so. Okay, I think I'm actually going to get Ramsey in though. it's a little bit sad for Wheelchair, because Wheelchair is not a bad player, he's actually captain as well, so Mike Hom, I think he's actually played for Napoli here, but now it says that he is, but I guess it's just a little injury or whatever. I don't want penalties, please. Alex Thomas makes, oh, he goes through here and control it. Alex Thomas. I think I might actually play the final. Might stream the final tomorrow or something like that, because it's pretty late as well. Oh, I don't know either with Wii goals here. Does it count like double in the in the extra time as well? I'm not confident. I mean, we have definitely been the better team here, so definitely deserve to win this match, but just because you deserve to win a match doesn't mean that it doesn't mean that you're going to win a match. Yeah, real nice goal. Cotrone is just brilliant sometimes. I was surprised that he actually scored here. Game, please just tick away time. I'm really enjoying this. Just time ticking away here. Oh, one chance with 1 minute left. Are you freaking kidding with me? Okay, Coquelin, great there. Cotrone, Borja. Oh, okay. Now it should end, and it's over, and we are in the final. It's just brilliant. Or it might not mean the best performance ever, but it was just really good that we actually managed to win in the end there. Okay, and we will play Benfica in the... So I might actually get some of my players some rest here. Might give them actually 2 days even. And we have 2 matches left in the league. Hopefully we will just finish 7th, so that's the highest probably we can finish, so it's not going to be any spectacular thing or whatever. It's just a hope that we can do as good as possible. I need to see how many. Okay, we're definitely going to risk player against Bern. Guess we will see. Might rotate in both matches, I don't know. I'm a little bit worried about losing the and please, I've not said it before, but please write in English, because I don't know Turkish. Sorry, but I don't know Turkish. Okay, I will probably least play this. I might play the next one as well, and then tomorrow play the final, because I think it would take too long time. I will just probably stream for 2 hours. Are both these? They are home and away. At least now I've reached the goals. I should be able to actually stay in the club, or at least I hope that. How much percentage do I have? 46. That's still not superb. So I feel like I might even almost need to win the Europa League actually. Cotrona, Chris Manning, Zlatan? Probably. I'm just worried of losing the final bottle now. When we have gotten so far. I mean, Mosakin, please do better matches here. Chris Armstrong. I don't. Are you playing with Arsenal as well? I don't know really. First off, I'm not a tactical mastermind or anything. I think I just want to get play with the use the 4-4-2 here. But away we're actually playing with a 4-1-4-1 DM wide, so I feel like it's most of the time it's just or at least it's in home match I start on control. But if it is like a tough team like Chelsea or Manchester United or whatever, I started standard just because, yeah, it's still going to be a pretty close game, and I feel like you can't really control against them. And then most of the time I play mixed passing style as well. I really like a lot of closing down, but sometimes I feel like it doesn't even work, because even if you have closing down much, I don't know if the player doesn't understand if you want to close. Because sometimes I feel like in some defensive situation they don't close down as much as they should do. Then I play fairly wide just because wingers. I mostly just played with wingers just because we gotten a lot of like Alex Thomas, for example, really talented. I got him in from Birmingham pretty early on here, and we have a lot of other what else do we have here? We have Jimmy Ferret, and we had before Alex Awobi and Alex Chamberlain, so I feel like I feel like it was really good, and I had the main thing with this tactic was also that like you seen here with, where is he, Mosakin as well, they are really scoring a lot of goals. So yeah, I'm a little bit, I feel like sometimes it gets sort of, but I guess it's good to have a balanced player like Coquelin, but sometimes especially it gets almost too offensive when having like a Ramsey and I would like almost to have a central another center midfielders, but I tried. I've never really been successful with one at the top striker. It gets just way too isolated. Because I believe I played this one, which usually, or I guess this sort of this that usually Arsenal play. But first off, I have not really gotten the offensive midfielder to work as good, and secondly, the striker just gets way too isolated. So I feel like this is at least better, and this is more of a, what to call it, more of a balanced tactic of having a defensive midfielder there. And it works pretty good as well, like Kevin Zlatan or someone up top that is really good target wise. Elsewhere, I would recommend also to, which I feel like at least it worked, to try to play the players in their preferred role, really, or which they are most green in or whatever. So even if I would have, for example, Milinkovic here. Oh no, he is as well a central midfield. I guess Joe Gomez. If I play Joe Gomez, I play with a ball playing defender. But if I play with anyone else of the central defenders, I play with just a central defender role. And some of the times as well, I put on stopper and cover if I feel like that's needed, because I feel like then they can sort of complement each other. And also I try to, especially since all of this midfield are pretty offensive, I try to most of the time go on the more defensive fullback, even if some of the players might not be. And I mean, they can still go up and put in crosses such, but they're never going to be really superb, or they're never going to. We just need to be solid defensively. That's just it. It would be interesting to. I mean, I really like to make sort of what to call it, really unique save. I'm doing a creative club save right now. Trying to get that team up to the Premier League eventually. But it would be interesting, but I guess no one has really played in Turkey, so it would be really cool. But I would like then to maybe not play with like Fenerbahce, one of the bigger team, because it is a little bit like what's it called, Greece or Portugal, for example. There are like 3 big teams, and it's not super exciting to just because they are so dominating. So I would rather like gotten a team like I might just check here. I don't know too much about Turkish football though, so which kind of team there are. I know Besiktas and all the bigger teams, but I don't know. And sometimes I like to really like I did with in one of my lower league saves that I did. I like to take team from like regions which haven't even been in the like second tier or first tier of. So for example, I had Manchera, which was from Basilica region in Italy. They've never had a team in even Serie B, so then I managed them. So I might try to find some team in Turkey that's some like region that doesn't have that many teams and's been unsuccessful, and probably not start with a national team. I need to research though, because I have no idea which are the teams in the Super League. Trabzonspor, there are a lot of Istanbul teams. Konyaspor, even if it would be cool. Silvaspor. Interesting. Bursaspor. Who is this team? Gözspor. Antalyaspor. I'm going to check that later on to see which team which might be interesting. But I don't know with Fenerbahce. I'm probably it's going to be it's just I would like to rather take a team that is like sort of not a big team or whatever. Cotrone. I'm almost forgetting about this. Wingers. It's Ramsey. Yeah, I would like Koyaspor maybe? I don't know. It's interesting, they don't have a... I'm just checking here at Wikipedia, they don't have the awful ranking either. They're like 10th in UEFA. Or this is... I don't know. I don't understand. Or is that just... Is that... Okay, I guess... No, they were 24th. Or I don't understand this. I might have just checked where they are in Europe or whatever. Bursaspor. This... okay. 14 clubs. That's not super many. Trabzonspor have 1 star though. That's... Oh, this is interesting. I might just... Or do they even play in... No, they play in the second league. Oh, I was thinking about Ankara Ankara Gulchir, because it's just incredible that the Keppel team has never won a title, and they still have like 49 seasons in the highest league and never won a title. It's kind of impressive in that sense. I don't know which was their best achievements here. Oh, they won once actually. 49. Turkish Cups winner twice. Else were really. Okay, I'm going probably to stop and not continue because yeah, it's a little bit late. So yeah, but thank you all for watching. Might stream tomorrow, so thank you all for watching. Have a good tea and a good coffee day, and I see you tomorrow streaming more. So yeah. And where